Now on to bag number 6. Let's find bag number 6. This one is a big bag. It's got all the electronics in it, and it's this one here. There'll be a small amount of sub-assemblies. We're going to put the main chassis to one side and then open bag number 6. Empty the contents out. Lots of small sub bags. Again, be careful to keep all of the items together. In the bubble wrap here is the main transmitter and ESC, I believe. Yes, here we go. Let's open up the servo in the small bag. I would definitely be a lot tidier than I am. I'm just throwing stuff behind me just to get this out to you guys. I've got the fan and fan mount and a few other small items, including some small servo spacers. Be cautious of those ones. And then finally a screws bag. Okay. All good there. Again, I would recommend to sort screws out by length. There are 4 different types of screws in this bag. Okay, so first up we're installing the steering link onto the back of the servo saver. So this is the servo here. Just unwind the servo cable just so it's not tied in knots and it's not getting in your way. There we go. Now we're going to use a M2.5 by 10 millimeter screws. This is one of the cap head screws that has 2 of them. And then we're going to find the servo link that is pre-installed with the balls already in here. It doesn't matter which side we install here, but we want the copy the orientation of the way the assembly is in the manual and just match this up. So we're screwing into the back of the servo arm and screwing it all the way in there until it's just snug down. Again, never cranking these too hard, just make sure they are snug and secure. Now I'm going to take the ESC, the small black box with the legs on it. It comes pre-installed with some double-sided tape. That just provides a little bit more security for when the servo is installed. So we need to peel this off. You can just use the 2mm driver just to help you get the corner to peel this off. Now it's important to check the orientation of this box to make sure we install the servo in the correct way. On the legs there is a side without a screw hole and a side with a screw hole. We need to be looking at the screw hole side to align the servo. Instead of just sticking the servo straight up to the ESC, I would recommend aligning the tabs of the servo on the bosses that extend from the ESC case and then just slide the servo up until it sticks in place. Just make sure there are no extra loads on that double-sided tape just there. Then we're going to find the 2 small servo spacers and the smallest 2 of the smallest screws in the assembly right here, and we're going to use the 1.5mm driver just to screw these into the servo and lock the whole unit together. Might need a little bit of patience doing this particular step. It's with this very small L-shaped Allen driver, but it gets the job done. Again, with these very small fine thread screws, just snug them down, no need to crank these ones down. And then repeat the process for the other side. That will complete step number 18. Now we want to install the servo and ESC combination into the chassis. So we're going to take the chassis. On the front side you'll see a hex pattern. This is where the servo combo unit fits in here. If you just offer it up into the chassis, you'll feel it like slot into place. And we're going to be using the countersink screws in the bottom of the chassis. Flathead countersink, it's the same screw, it's just a different description for it. Flathead is just a description to say that the head of the screw is flat when it is installed in the vehicle. With those snug down, the servo and ESC is nicely in place. Now I want to install the steering link screw. This is the M2.5 by 10mm cap head screw downwards through the ball joint there, lining up with the backside of the steering bell crank, finding that hole and then just snugging this down. Again, another screw which doesn't need to be cranked down, just so it gains a little bit of resistance at the very end of the screw. There we go. Now step 21, we're going to install the fan. I would orientate your car and your fan and fan shroud in the same way it explains in the instruction manual. On the fan there is a guard side and an open side. We want the open side to be posted in. I'm going to slot through the wire and connector, open up the fan shroud, pop the fan into there, and then it should form a picture frame around the fan and just close this one off. Just make sure the wire is aligned to come out on the opposite corner to the opening, and then that should be good to go. Clear some space with the wires in your vehicle, and then I think it's probably best to actually install the screw in the fan shroud first of all. Just line it up on your driver, poke it through the outer screw hole, and then just drop the fan assembly down into the vehicle and into the whole screw boss on the chassis. Line it up there, screw it down. Again, we're snugging it down. Depending how your motor is, the wires may stick out a little bit too far, so you can bend these motor wires down and up away from that fan shroud to make sure that the fan has clear access and nothing is going to get trapped. Step 21 is complete. Over the page, this is where we wire everything up and make things nice and tidy. We're going to be installing the fan first, so take the wire that comes from the fan, route it down the inside of the ESC, and we want the black wire on the connector. When you're installing the fan wire, make sure the plug is in the back port in the ESC and the black wire is towards the front. Then you can secure the wires down nicely in the chassis. Next, we're going to wire the servo wire. We're going to loop it round to the inside of the vehicle. When you're installing the servo plug into the ESC, make sure the black wires are towards the front in this plug as well. Plugging it down like so, and then want to try and nicely secure those cables down the side of that ESC. You can use the 1.5mm tool just to slide them down the inside of the ESC to make things nice and neat. Now we're going to wire up the motor. The wires coming from the motor are the black one is negative and the grey one is the positive. I'm going to run it around the outside of the fan and then plugging it in vertically into the ESC. So the black wire is on the inside of the vehicle. Plugging in that connector, plugging them down like so. Positive one is on the outside of the vehicle with the grey wire, plugging that down like so. Then I'm going to tuck the wires down the side of the fan just to make sure it's nice and neat. I can use the 2mm driver just to stuff them down there to hopefully keep them nicely in place like so. Finally, I'm just going to tuck the IC2 connector, just stuff the wires into the tabs on the top deck and just secure any labels. Our electronics installation is now complete. Keep the radio to one side, and we'll be using that a little bit later.